Jonathan, этот мама третья дном санскритая. I apologize for the poor quality of my Sanskrit, but I may ask for some help from someone. Perhaps you could just hold that for me. So I was in the beginner group, and I was asked to share some impressions and thoughts from my experience. First of all, the idea that I would be teaching anything Sanskrit related to so many accomplished Sanskrit scholars is a little bit, makes me approach you with great humility. But my very first experience with Sanskrit was at my wedding in the Hindu temple. We had the Saptapadi, which is, I realized was Greek for 7 steps, as well as also Sanskrit for 7 steps. And when the priest began to count, I noticed that this was very similar to the numbers in Russian, which in Russian is Adin, Dva, Tri, Четыре, Пять, Шесть, Семь, Восемь, Девять, which is different from Sanskrit, and then Десять. So clearly there's an overlap there. In Sanskrit, think of any, again, I'm sorry if I'm get this wrong, but think of any hypothetical verb. If I'm correct, tell me if I'm wrong. But I understand that basically, to conjugate it, it's ami, asi, ati, amaha, ata, and anti. Is that right? Okay, good. So I noticed that I studied some Latin, and in Latin, there is some differences, but for the most part, you have the same structure, except for the very last syllable is removed. It's gone. Now, Bulgarian, which is a Slavic language similar to Russian, typically the verbs go ash, ame, ate, an. And here we have both a consonant and a vowel removed. So you see, I guess, what linguists call degeneration there of the grammar. And I understand that has to do with if, for example, Bulgaria is in the Balkan region, and when you have a lot of different intercultural cross-exposure, language will eventually get more simple because you have people who are non-native speakers speaking it, and the grammar kind of gets simplified. So it's very interesting to see Sanskrit as a kind of earlier, prototypical and kind of archaic language for all these languages that has retained its kind of original, pure, more grammatical structure. And this has been a very interesting experience. The teachers were great. My wife and I had a great time, and we look forward to coming back next year.
बहुत धन्यवाद महोदय।